CBS Sports presentation of the Daytona 500 is sponsored by Visa, the official card of Daytona 500. Use the card, drive the sport. Pepsi, proud sponsor of the Daytona International Speedway and the 1999 Daytona 500. And by Pep Boys, cars like us, people love us.
We welcome you back to Daytona International Speedway under caution flag as we approach the halfway point of the race. Greg Gumbel along with Ken Squire. We've talked about the cars that are running strong. What about the ones that are surprising you today, Ken?
Well, I'll tell you one that's really surprising me now is Chad Little, the number 97 car. No one's given him too much of a call, and he's worked his way up to 7th spot. He's one of the leading cars that is running for the Jack Roush team at the present time. Look for that number 97 in the second half of this race. He could pull a real surprise. He came from dead last and won out here 4 years ago in the 300 on Saturday. Talk about 3 hours of intensity. We've sure got it here today.
Why the big difference, Ken, in yesterday's race and today's with all the incidents as compared to relatively few mishaps out there today?
Most competitive automobile racing in the world. These are the world's best. These are the top 43 seats, and they're certainly proving it with the exhibition they've given us thus far.
All right, Ken. Mike Joy.
Thanks, Greg. What a competitive race so far. But Ned Jarrett, what a safe race so far. And just a lot of working together, giving a little room, taking a little room, but a lot of drivers working together out there, not being overly aggressive.
Yeah, there has been a lot of give and take out there. And I think after we saw what had happened in the days leading up to this race today, sometimes that's a wake-up call for the drivers. And I'm glad to see it, that they were able just to get out there and race, give the other guy a little bit of ground when he needs it. And then when you get down near the end of this thing, that's the time to really go for it.
Buddy, when you won this race, you had unrestricted engines. You had the power to pull out and pass. It's a whole different game now.
Well, it is, and everybody finds somebody they're comfortable running with, and about the time they think everything's great, somebody will jump on the outside and they say, I got to go with him. Heck with this teammate or whatever, I got to go.
Let's go to Dick Berggren.
Well, this is the tire that was on the front of Dale Jarrett's car. He did run over a piece of debris. Look at this. That thing is almost cut all the way through. He got really lucky, and there indeed is a hole in the front grill area of that car. Jarrett just radioed and asked Jeff Gordon, take a look at that thing. They have decided that even though they've got the hole, they're just going to leave it alone. Just going to leave it alone. Meanwhile, Bobby Labonte has been back in, and they've changed plug wires on that car.
Cars lining up for the restart. Let's try to get a word with sophomore driver Steve Park. Steve, you got a great break there at the caution, hanging on to the lead lap. What kind of race are you having there today?
I'll tell you guys, we had a little bit of a goof up in the pits. I slid through the pits, made a little bit of a rookie mistake. My guys on the Pennzoil team did a good job of coming back from that, and we just had to drive our butts off to get on the lead lap. But I got to go back to work, guys. Thanks.
Steve Park is on the lead lap, running in 28th position, thanks to Racing Electronics, who provide our communication with the drivers and our pit scanners. Bobby Labonte is back in.